My name is Ryota Yukitani. I'm a 25-year-old man in the middle of driving right now. The rain is seriously picking up. I need to hurry up and get home before I stop being able to see outside. Ah! Crap! I done goofed now. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Do I look okay to you?
No, not at all. She was soaked from head to toe. On top of that, the massive splash from my car had managed to snap her umbrella. Let me go get something to wipe you off right now.
It's totally fine. At this point, there's not much point in me wiping myself down with a towel anyway.
But...
And besides, I just got my contract terminated from my temp agency, so I won't be using this suit anymore.
Oh. I somehow feel even more guilty now.
Alright, I'll be on my way now.
Wait, hang on!
What now? Is there really anything else we need to talk about?
Well, I think you're going to catch a cold if we don't do something about that, so...
I think it's a little too late to worry about that.
My house is right around the corner. If you're okay with it, would you like to come by and dry your clothes? I'll give you a new umbrella as well.
If you promise that you won't do anything weird.
Of course. Which is how. Alright then, hop in my car.
Thank you.
That's how I ended up inviting a woman whose name I don't even know into my car and house.
Thank you for letting me use your bath. I appreciate it.
Oh, don't mention it. Are you all warmed up now?
Yes, thanks to you. But in return, I feel completely confused and disoriented.
Huh?
You are incredibly filthy rich, aren't you?
Oh! Yeah, I can't say I'm doing too bad for myself.
I don't think that you are allowed to be humble when you're this rich. I've never seen a bath that was that big in my life, short of going to a public bathhouse or something. I'm living a life where I can't even stretch my own legs out to my bath, and he's over here with all of this extra space. I'm so jealous.
I feel like she's looking at me with so much hatred in her eyes.
By the way, I don't see anyone else here. Do you live alone?
Yes, I don't have any family either.
With this massive house? It must be a pain to keep clean though, right?
Yeah, actually, it is. That's why I'm thinking that I want to hire a maid sometime soon.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure what the going rate is for the market, so I don't know what price I should set to pay for. But I was figuring that 10K a month should be more than enough.
10,000?
Wait, was that too cheap, do you think?
No, I think that's enough. I think that's more than enough.
Really? Okay, great. I guess I'll try to put it on an ad or something for about 10K a month.
That maid, what kind of certifications were you looking for in someone who'd be working for you?
Oh, nothing in particular. I don't mind who the person is, as long as they know how to take care of the house and keep it clean. Actually, if I had to come up with something, it would be nice if said person could live here with me to keep things clean. I have plenty of rooms open, so they could stay there and...
Yes.
Huh?
That job. My name is Sae Hinamori. I'm 24 years old, and I will apply for the maid position. You're going to live there with him? Hey, stop being so loud. What if Dad hears you?
Well, how about you don't find work at a job that is going to get you in trouble if Dad hears about it? Are you really sure that that job is solid?
I think. I don't know, but...
Living with a single man who lives alone as a maid? Honestly, I've got nothing but bad feelings about this.
I know. That's exactly why I don't want to tell Dad about it. I think that I'm going to worry him.
You realize that I'm worried too, right? What if that person, jumps you and...
Oh, I'll deal with that when it comes.
Sis?
I'm joking. I'm not that cheap to where I'd sell myself to someone that easily. I was lying. Honestly, I was preparing myself for anything that may come my way. I was okay even if that were to happen. There's more than enough money coming for it to be worth it. After my father's business failed and went under, our family was left with a massive amount of debt. The household budget was constantly sinking. Things we wanted to eat, clothes we wanted to wear, places we wanted to go. We had continued to live with none of the above. However, and if we just finish paying off the loans, then you can go to the college that you want to go to. I cannot let my father's debt get in the way of my younger sister's dreams.
Sis.
Dad is working really hard for us too, but at this current rate, he's only able to pay off his debt every month. There's no way he's going to be able to pay for your tuition too. That's why I need to do what I have to here. If my father finds out about this, he would immediately be up in arms because he wouldn't want me to sacrifice my body because of him. That's why. This is a short-term battle. I need to pay off all the debt before my father finds out about my work here. I can come up with the excuses later. Don't worry, okay? I'm sure that in half a year, I'm going to be able to make more than enough money to pay back the debt. Then I'll just quit living here and go back home, okay?
Okay, just be really careful. Okay, sis? I want you to come back home ASAP.
Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't very good at dealing with rich people. Not just a regular rich person, but someone who doesn't have family to protect, lives all alone, and enjoys himself as much as he wants. I'm sure that the two of us are way too different to ever see eye to eye. Obviously, I don't want to work under someone like that as a maid, but I'm going to do everything and anything that I need to protect my family. Ryota Yukitani. I'm going to survive for half a year no matter how you treat me or what you make me do. I've changed into the uniform.
Oh, it looks great on you.
You didn't have to get a uniform like this for me, but the fabric is really nice.
What are you talking about? You're going to work for me, so I need to prepare the right stuff for you.
I see. Well then, I'm going to get right on it and start cleaning now.
Oh, please. You don't have to be so uptight and push yourself like that. I cleaned up lightly this morning.
Huh? Then what did you want me to do?
Well, you can just hang out, I suppose. You're living here, so I think it's important that you first learn how the house feels, you know?
Hang out?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You haven't seen your own room either, right? Let's check and see how you like your bed and...
Bed?
Hinamori-san?
Are you saying relax on the bed and get right to it? To, do it?
Huh? I mean, yeah. If you want to relax and hang out on the bed or sofa, I don't mind which one.
I personally prefer the bed over the sofa.
Okay, let me lead you to your room real quick.
Okay.
Here you go. This is going to be your room.
Thank you.
I haven't used the room at all, but as you can see, I'm pretty sure it's got everything that most people would need on a daily basis. There shouldn't be any problems with you living here.
Why'd he have to say hang out and relax instead of just being direct? He's hired me paying top dollar, so I know full well that there is no way that something like that is legit.
If there's anything that you feel is missing, just let me know. I'll get it for you. Don't hesitate to speak up, okay?
This is why you can't trust rich people. They think they can just have their way with the world as long as they throw money at it. Fine. Bring it on then. I've already prepared myself, and...
Alright, I'm gonna head back to the living room for now.
Huh?
If there's anything you don't understand or need help with, don't hesitate to ask me. Enjoy!
Huh?
About an hour after I led Hinamori-san to her room. Ah, Hinamori-san! Welcome back! Were you able to rest well?
Yes, I mean, I had one of the best naps of my life.
How was the bed? Not too stiff or anything like that.
Not at all. If anything, it was so comfortable that it made me uncomfortable, if that makes sense. That's how good the bed was, but that's besides the point.
Huh?
I seriously just slept in a bed for an hour. Is that all you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really for you to be doing for me right now, so it's totally fine. Oh yeah, about food. I'm sure that you probably don't really know your way around the kitchen just yet, so we can just order some delivery and have...
I'll cook.
Huh?
I'll cook today and will continue to cook every day. I'm going to cook 3 hot meals for you. I'm going to balance the nutrition and make sure that it's delicious.
Yeah, that would be lovely, but...
All right, I'm going to get right on it. If you'll excuse me, I have to go grocery shopping. What the hell was that about? There's nothing to be done. What? He's paying me an insane amount of money. That means that he should be making me work for that money. I need to do something that is deserving of it. I was ready to just offer myself up on a silver platter, but, I mean, yeah, sure, I didn't really want to, but... Money is very important. I know how important it is. I think more so than most people in the world. That's why I think it's so frustrating when I don't work. I literally can't stand it. I really can't with rich people. I'm not good with them at all. No matter which way you look at it, it's as clear as day that we have a completely different set of values. It's done.
Thank you so much. Huh? What's going on? Are you not going to sit and eat with me?
You're okay with me eating with you?
Yeah, of course. Come on, have a seat.
Okay. Excuse me.
All right. Thank you for this meal.
Thank you.
No.
Honestly, I'm not confident in my cooking. I did my absolute best to cook, but I've only ever cooked regular old dishes using cheap supermarket food on sale. That's why I'm sure that someone like him who eats at really expensive restaurants is probably going to be unable to accept and enjoy my cooking. I know for a fact he won't, but...
Yeah, it's delicious.
Huh?
This is really good, Hinamori-san. How did you make this?
How did I... Well, I just, cooked it.
You just cooked it, huh? I'm so amazed that you can just cook something this amazing without a huge effort.
I'm sure that you're probably used to eating much more expensive and high-class food, right?
Oh, please, I'm not used to anything. I mean, sure, I go to that kind of store from time to time for business meetings and such, but that's different from this kind of food. I've never really had food that was this homey like this, so it's kind of nice.
You've never had this kind of food?
Yes, my mother divorced my father when I was still very young, so I don't really remember ever having homemade meals. And on top of that, we were pretty freaking poor. My mother probably just got tired of how little my father earned.
Poor.
Yeah, we were poor. It was so difficult to survive. I seriously felt like I was just suffering all the time.
What does your father do now, if you don't mind me asking?
He's dead.
Ugh.
When I was in high school, he overworked and collapsed. Then he got sick and just passed away.
I'm sorry.
Oh, please. I was the one that brought it up to begin with. Don't worry about it. My father wasn't exactly the healthiest person around to begin with. He still worked hard from early in the morning till late at night on his cheap salary to try to pay for me. He really didn't earn a lot of money at all. He just had a bunch of debt. He didn't have a huge social network and wasn't rich and wasn't lucky. He was someone that was far from what you would consider happy, but...
You loved your father.
Yes. That's why I started working my tail off to earn money. My father was abandoned by my mother because he didn't have money. I wasn't able to protect my father because I didn't have money. That's how much being poor narrows down your options in life.
Yeah, I agree. I can't believe that I would ever assume that we didn't have similar values at all. This person is just like me. Fundamentally, we are the same person through and through. But I wonder what it is.
I want to be the kind of person that can do what I want, when I want, and get what I want when I want it, while helping people that I want to help.
For some reason, when I look into his eyes, I can see a darkness, something that isn't the same as me, pushed deep down and tucked away deep inside. Yukitani-san, I've brought you some tea.
Oh, thanks, Hinamori-san.
A year has gone by since I became his maid.
I didn't ask you to do that, you know. You don't have to be so considerate and uptight all the time.
Doing things like this without being asked is what you're supposed to do as a maid. His whole routine, day in and day out, is pretty much all work. Eating, bathing, sleeping. Barring bare necessities, he's pretty much spending his whole time in front of the computer. Do you never go out for leisure? If you need someone to drive you, I'd be more than willing.
I'm okay. I generally don't leave the house besides when I need to go meet someone for work. Oh, if you want to use the car though, please, feel free to take the car. I'll give you the keys.
No, thank you. He's got pretty much no actual friendships. In fact, I don't think he's got any friends to speak of. He also doesn't have any hobbies that he's interested in or passionate about. He just quietly works and focuses all of his attention on earning money.
Oh yeah, is there anything that you found you needed for work? If you have something, I'd be more than willing to buy it for you.
Nothing in particular.
What about something that you just want? You're working very hard, so please don't hesitate.
I'm receiving more than enough money from you as it is, so I can buy what I want with my salary. Thank you.
I see.
Yes. However, he wasn't stingy at all. He didn't have a death grip on his money. He was just interested in earning said money. He had no hesitation to spend it either. If anything, it might even look like he's looking for ways to spend his money.
But if there's anything that you want me to do for you, then don't hesitate to ask me.
That's what I'm supposed to be telling you as the maid. What a lonely man. He's so kind and considerate. He's got no one around him at all. No one besides his maid, me, that he hired for money. That's why. If you really want me to choose something, then I'd like to go out with you sometime. I'm sure that it's not good for the mind and soul to just be working day in and day out.
Oh, okay then. I think it's sometimes important to just blow off some steam and get away from all your maid duties too.
No, I'm not talking about myself. You. I just couldn't bring myself to leave him and go back home.
Sis, are you still not going to come home?
Oh, well, you know, I thought that I'd be here for a little longer, you know?
It's been a year already. At first you said you'd be back after half a year. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I know I did, but I thought that I should make a little bit more money, you know? I'm lying. I had already paid off the debt, and there is no reason for me to stay here and be on his payroll anymore.
I told Dad that you were away on a business trip and stuff, but he seemed pretty puzzled at what kind of work you're doing, since you've already paid off his debt and you're still out there.
Well, I told him that I paid it off using the money that I'd been saving up for a while, so you can just go with that, Suzu.
Yeah, but he was mumbling and saying that there was no way that you had that kind of leisure. Hey, sis? Just be honest with me. He's not letting you quit, is he?
No, it's nothing like that.
You're lying. You always say stuff like that to make sure that we're not worried.
No, this time really isn't that. Whatever the case, there's really nothing that you need to be worried about at all, okay?
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it then.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to go back to work soon. Phew, what the heck am I doing?
Did you want to take a break?
Huh?
One day during lunch, I was quietly thinking to myself and decided to make that offer to Hinamori-san, who was busy vacuuming. I was just thinking to myself, and it's already been a year since you've started working here. You haven't taken a single holiday or break.
Well, it's not like I've worked that much in my time here. I've got plenty of free time while I'm here.
But you've almost never actually gone out at all. You should probably have some time to yourself to just get away from me and be free.
I don't want to just leave you alone.
Hinamori-san?
Nothing. Never mind. Whatever the case, I don't need any kind of vacation or time off.
That's not okay. I didn't even bother asking you, but did you live alone before you started working here?
No, I lived at my parents' house with my father and younger sister.
Then you should go home from time to time and say hello to them.
I mean, I'm a grown adult now, so I don't have to do that anymore. And...
Let's go.
What?
I'll get the car ready. I'll send you off to your parents' house, okay? You're always working so hard for me, Hinamori-san. You need to make sure you take some time off so that you can really rest and relax. Oh yeah, speaking of which, how many days did you want to go on holiday for? If you really need it, I'm totally fine with you taking a whole week with your family.
He's okay with me not being around for a week.
If you want to take a little longer after staying at your house, then I don't mind extending for you and...
1 day.
Huh?
I only need 1 day off. That's it.
But...
I said that's fine.
Oh, okay. You should see your family while you still can. I halfway forced her to get in the car, but... Maybe she doesn't really want to go home. Your house is in these apartments?
Yes.
If you want, I can swing by and say hello to everyone and...
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Right.
You don't need to come pick me up either. I'll make my way back to your house on my own. Goodbye.
Okay, you take care and rest well.
If you need something that you need help with, make sure to let me know.
Based on her reaction, she probably doesn't want her family to find out about me. The reason that it seemed like she didn't want to go home was probably also that. I mean, it's not exactly a legit job if you look at it from the outside. You crash at a rich guy's house and become a maid. I thought that she didn't mind because she literally asked to be hired on the spot, but... Can I help you?
Nice to meet you. I'm Suzu Hinamori.
Hinamori? Then this must be Hinamori-san's younger sister.
I was actually in the middle of coming back home from shopping when I saw my older sister getting out of this car, so...
Darn! I know it was a coincidence, but I ran into Hinamori-san's family.
You wouldn't happen to be someone related to the household that my sister is working as a maid at?
Huh? Yes. I mean, I'm not related to the household. I'm the person who hired her.
I see. Well, thank you for always taking good care of my older sister.
Not at all. If anything, she takes great care of me. Sei-san has been a huge help. From the way she's talking, it seems like that at the very least, she's telling her family about her work.
I know that this is probably going to be a little rude, so let me just ask you directly. How long is my older sister going to be working at your house? Or is there a reason that you need to keep her at your house? A reason that she needs to be a maid?
I see. That's what's going on here. Oh, there's no reason that she absolutely must be there. If Sei-san wants to quit, then she is more than welcome to resign.
Are you saying that my sister hasn't asked to resign at all?
I haven't heard her say anything, no.
Oh.
She doesn't look satisfied with an answer. From her perspective, I'm sure that wasn't the answer that she was expecting.
Why? The debt has been paid off already.
Debt?
Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Whatever the case, if she's satisfied working at your house as a maid, then I've got no problems. I'm sorry for suddenly asking you a bunch of questions. Yes?
Suzu-san? Did you want Sei-san to hurry up and come back to your house?
Honestly, it's a little bit lonely when she's not around the house. Goodbye.
That's why she didn't want her family to see me. She didn't want anyone to find out about the fact that she wasn't being held against her will. I'm sure that her family probably doesn't want her to be working at my house. I also heard something about debt, and that it's all already paid off. She probably continues to work at this job because she wants to support her family with their lives. From what I hear with debt and the apartments that they're living in now, I can kind of imagine the kind of struggle that they were facing as a family. She worked hard for this whole year, so I think it's enough now. I can just find another maid and just hire another person to work for me. The following day...
I'm back.
Welcome home, Hinamori-san! Is something wrong?
Nothing at all. It's just that you're acting like nothing has changed.
Yes? Things are just like you left them.
Do you not miss me at all? I was gone for a whole day.
Huh?
I was around you for an entire year, and I was just gone for a whole day. So I figured that you'd be a little lonely. I'm asking if you didn't miss me.
Of course I did.
Ugh.
I was honestly a little bit surprised, to be honest. I thought I was pretty used to living alone at this point.
Right. Then I guess that's okay.
Anyway, about next month's contract.
Oh, you don't have to worry about doing that every single month. Next time, we can just make the contract a year long or something to make things easier and...
I think that I'm not going to renew the contract.
Huh?
In other words, I'm saying that you're going to be relieved of your position as a maid. Thank you so much for all the help.
Why are you suddenly...
Oh, and as far as retirement goes,
Huh?
I figured that this was good enough sum for your services. What do you say about that?
Wait, hang on. I don't need retirement because I'm not interested in quitting. What is this insane amount of money?
It's not insane at all. This is just some small gesture of my gratitude for you and your services.
It's just 1 year, though. This amount of money for just working a year is...
If you have this much money, then you and your family should never have to worry about money again.
You heard from my sister, did you? About the debt?
Yes, I mean, from what I can tell, it sounds like you've already paid off all the debt, but... Don't worry, I've got plenty of money. Giving you this amount of money won't make me hurt at all. I now have enough money to save anyone that I need to, so I'm also going to save you and...
Then who?
Huh?
Then who's going to save you from yourself?
What do you mean by that?
When do you get to be happy? Money is just a means to save my family. You have completely mistaken money as the goal.
I worked hard to try to earn money to never lose anything in my life again. I think that I have achieved that. I don't think that I would ever lose anything again due to a lack of funds. But what can I lose? I was so focused on earning money, I didn't have a single thing in this world besides money. So, what do I have to lose? Why am I trying so hard to make sure I don't lose anything when I've got nothing?
Here.
Huh?
Thanks to you, I was able to pay off all of the debt about half a year ago. This is all of my savings from since then.
She hasn't touched any of the money that I paid her.
I mean, I did send some money back home, but it wasn't anything big. As long as I finished paying off the debt, then my father is already working, so it's not an issue. We don't need more money. Do you understand? I'm not working here because I want the money. If you really feel that way, then I'll pay you all of this money back, and that'll be the end of it.
Why would you do that?
Because I have to do this much, or you're not going to understand. You're not going to snap out of your endless chase for money.
Huh?
You're not going to understand that. I just want to be by your side, Yukitani-san.
Bonus.
Wow, that's incredible. You're actually really smart too, Ryota-san.
I felt like you had to study a lot to earn a lot of money. I think I'm fairly book smart, at least to some extent.
Hey, would you be willing to help me out with my studies all the way through my exams? I'll repay you, I swear.
You don't have to repay me. This is all I need to do to help you out, Suzu-chan.
Suzu-chan?
Really? Yay! Hey sis, Ryota-san is such a kind person, isn't he?
I've been saying that this whole time, haven't I?
Oh, Hinamori-san. I'm sorry, but I ran out of tea, so can you bring me another and... Huh? Hinamori-san?
There are 2 Hinamoris here.
Huh?
There are 2 Hinamoris. Huh.